I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
God. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 220 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, please make sure you head over to our Instagram and our Twitter pages. SZN Pod and SZN Podcast. And you see a link in the bio where we're situated at streaming wise. So please make sure you do that for us. We're on all the good streaming platforms, whether you fancy Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, YouTube as well if you like visuals. So the audio and video links are there. Make sure you do that for us, please. Yeah, as usual, Flowz, how are you? I don't know if you want to explain this new look to the listeners or not.
Look, yeah, listeners. If you more importantly,
once the visuals drop, you'll see what I'm talking about when it comes to a new look. Because Flowz, I'll let you explain.
Yeah. In fact, I'll do a big reveal next week. But if you're on YouTube, you'll notice I'm wearing a baddie. I'd like you to maybe have a guess as to why I'm wearing this baddie, why I'm hiding my face. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But I'll do a reveal the week after. You watch on YouTube. But
listeners,
you can all hear me clearly.
just to put you at ease, it's not monkeypox. That's the UK that. Obviously, we ain't wishing that on no one.
Yeah. Stay healthy, guys. Stay safe.
Stay safe out there. It's treacherous. But Flowz, you being wearing a baddie shouldn't deter us from talking boxing. There was a few fights that occurred this weekend. A couple fighters that we can quickly mention now in terms of their results. On Friday, Jermaine Ortiz fought. I think his opponent was called Christian Mino. And this Mino previously had, I think, 2 losses. Ortiz essentially, this was a mismatch apparently from the jump flows, and Ortiz destroyed this guy out there. Up in I think 4 rounds. Yeah. He knocked him down in each round. And essentially, I think the big takeaway for this one, Flowz, is Ortiz displaying from the jump a new aggressive style, which is good to see. Also, he's called a technician, and he actually is a very good technician in there. We've seen before, Flowz, he's a good boxer. And I think he's someone that kind of is a bit too reliant on just, going to the scorecards, which he himself has said. So he said he made a concerted effort to just try and, be more aggressive. He's tired of going to the scorecards. So that's good to see. And, because he's had a few close fights, Flowz, against big names, naturally a close fight against a big name is going to go the big name's way. Let's be real. Yeah. So maybe him becoming more aggressive is better for him, especially when he gets these big fights, which he probably should still get again, even though he's had 2 losses to, one to Lomachenko, which was debatable, and one to Teofimo, which was also close again. Was also close. Yeah, so debatable.
Wasn't action-packed, so anyway.
It was his tactics made it a bit difficult to score. Let's put it that way. So, 2 losses, but he's still young. I still think he's only 28 Flowz. He could come again, and I think now he's put himself back into contention again for a slot for a title shot again. So I think I remember him calling out. I know he's called out. What's his name? He's called out Teofimo again, saying he wants Teofimo again, and I think one of the other champions as well that he wants to. Rayo Valenzuela. He said him and Ryan need to lock in. So we'll keep an eye on that in the near future Flowz. But big up Jermaine Ortiz. We like him on this pod.
Sure.
Who else fought? Let's go to Saturday Flowz. Big fight in Birmingham. Liam Davies was the favorite, but he lost to Shabazz Massoud. Is it? I think Shabazz Massoud Flowz.
Yeah.
2 undefeated rivals. I think these two know each other well. I think they just from around the amateurs and whatnot. Obviously, Davies was the favorite, but Massoud just boxed really, really well for us from what I saw. Boxed super, super well and was well deserving in victory Flowz for that. So big up Massoud. We've made a bit of a running joke about how Frank Warren's been spanking Eddie this year. Worth noting that Massoud is a matchroom fighter. So I think Eddie finally got a W against Frank. But yeah, no, big up. Big up Masood.
The scoreboard's looking interesting for sure, but that's if we're counting every single fight.
Isn't Frank still in the lead though? If it's every single fight,
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so. Nah.
Oh.
Like if it's this year, then yeah, for sure, Frank's in the lead.
Yeah, I mean this year specifically.
Yeah, this year.
This year, Frank must be up, surely.
After that sweep in the head-to-head. Yeah, that sweep's crazy. But yeah, I think we should have a look at the actual scoreboard.
Yeah, let's do a totting up maybe towards the end of the year, Flowz. Once all the remaining fights done. Let's go through each one and let's see what the final scorecard between Matchroom and Queensbury is, because I think it'll be quite interesting to see. In fact, we can do that.
I'm sure Japa has done a few bits for Matchroom.
He's helped a little bit. He has helped a little bit. Yeah, he has helped. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, we'll do that every year.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah, big up Masood. Nice winning. I think he takes the IBO belt with that. So super bantamweight belt. So yeah, nice win for him. And on the undercard, Flowz, Chantel Cameron won her fight as well convincingly, as expected. And over in America, Flowz, your boy Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield. He was meant to have a test, Flowz. He went through a test. I think it's first of his career against is it Giron? I think his name was his opponent.
Rene Tellez Giron.
Giron, yes, Rene Tellez Giron, Flowz. And yeah, man, it was a tough fight. I mean, he won. If you look at the scorecards, Flowz, it's a convincing win on the scorecards. But the fight itself, Flowz, we've seen him, I think, drop for the first time. Survive a bit of a scare. Get hurt, I think, even apart from getting dropped, he got hurt in one of the rounds. There's a meme already doing the rounds, Flowz, a clip of him getting hit, back of the head, sort of turning away. Luckily, because his opponent really should have jumped in there and then. Giron, for some reason, let him go by. Hurt him again, and the round goes, now the bell goes. You can see Kid Austin is clearly dazed, Flowz. Doesn't know where he's at. He's going to try and sit down on his stool. He's missed where the stool is. So that's doing the rounds already, Flowz.
Then he fell out the ring.
Very, very funny. He got the win, Flowz, but it didn't look convincing, did it?
Bro, like, look, he's even lucky. When he turned his head and walked away, the ref could have stopped it right then.
Yeah.
The ref could have legit jumped in and waved it off. Like, yeah. You protect yourself at all times. You don't turn your back. We discussed this at length for this pod. When someone turns their back, we've seen refs stop it. The ref, he got left the hook there in my eyes.
Crazy.
Because he was hurt. I don't even think the shot was a clear rabbit punch. It was like the side, back, maybe back of the head, but like the side. Not enough for him to turn around and stop boxing in it. Because Giron threw a punch and just missed because my man turned his head. And Giron, like you say, let him off the hook. So, look, it sounded like he won damn near every round. But there were hairy moments, and those hairy moments were bad. Yeah. Bad. Against Giron. Look,
now,
it's okay.
And what makes it worse? Yeah.
But, yeah.
What makes it worse, I think, is obviously his comments. Pre-fight, he was stirred up, a little bit of beef, mainly between him and Shakur. And after the fight, obviously, he's still calling out Shakur. And obviously, they're saying, are you sure you're ready for Shakur? That didn't convince him. He said, straight up, Shakur has no power. He can't hit like a Giron. So I know I'm fine. Let's run it. So he's calling out Shakur. And obviously, we know with his current crop of like 135-pounders / 140-pounders Flowz, they're all in the mix. They're all active with each other. They all know each other. So we're seeing him receive corn from Javante, Shakur, obviously. Dylan Mason's even commenting, like, they're all into it with each other. So it's interesting seeing his rivals give it to him. But Flowz, good prospect against Austin. He is no way in hell ready for Shakur Stevenson. No way in hell. He's not ready for that. I'd rather see Keyshawn versus Kid Austin as opposed to Shakur Kid Austin, because I think Shakur's just going to box rings around him. I'll be so real. But, you know me, Flowz, I'm always here for the needle. So, and Floyd Schofield Senior is a character, Flo. So, hey man, it is what it is if it happens. But he's not ready for Shakur, and it's not going to happen next. Let's be real.
Yeah. He's not ready. I'm sure I've even seen a while ago. His pops. Maybe some old footage. His pops saying that.
What did he say? We said unprovoked. Oh, he made him crap himself.
Yeah.
That clip is close. That clip is crazy.
Insane.
What?
Insane. So I think that's why they keep Shakur's name in his mouth, because out of nowhere, it must be a while back now. Out of nowhere, he admitted to Shakur beating the brakes out of Floyd Jr.
Bro, if Shakur posted the screenshot of where, obviously, I think they've sparred, and Kid Austin's jumped into Shakur's DM saying, "Thank you so much. You actually are like, you're the greatest out there, blah, blah." Like, basically just bum licking it. And Shakur's like, why is the energy suddenly shifted? Last year, you was bumming me, and now you're there trying to call me up, blah, blah. And yeah, they've repeatedly, both the Schofields have said they think like Shakur is the best, and he's the best out there. So it's just funny, obviously, maybe idols become rivals, maybe. Look, it's all just to keep the buzz going, Flowz, and build a name for themselves. I truly don't think that they want Shakur next. I'll be so real.
Yeah, they don't.
It's purely just to build hyper momentum. That's who it is. Like his profile compared to, let's say, a Gervonta's, Devin's, Shakur, is obviously very, very low, even compared to Keyshawn. And one of the things that Keyshawn did to build his momentum was what? Be controversial and call guys out. It's an easy way to get your name up in boxing. So if they're following the same tactic to build Kid Austin's name up. And yeah, that's it really. But I don't truly think they want to fight him next.
That's what they're supposed to do at the end of the day. Yeah. You're meant to call out the bigger fighters. But what's damning is when you're getting dropped, rocked, memed in a fight like that. Because look, we've seen Devin Haney simply get cracked by Linares. Just get cracked. And they cornered him. Now you got to look at it. Tanks, I don't think Tanks ever touched the canvas. No. Shakur's never touched the canvas. Even if Shakur has an off performance, they're cracking him. So for you to go do that against a Giron, and then keep it's open fire on you at the minute. So, I don't know. He's gonna have to get his lick back in a positive way in an upcoming fight. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, he's not ready for them man yet, but keep doing what you're doing, keep winning, and I'm putting that to Turkey to make this happen, because I don't trust none of these mans and their promoters to actually make it happen. They'll talk. Or now we have seen some of them. Shout out Ryan Garcia, because he's actually been he's called out his own promoters to make fights happen. Yeah. I say shout him out, but he was doing a mad thing. So maybe that's why we're willing to do it. But hopefully all these fights can happen. And
to be honest, Flowz, the issue is, it's not an issue, but I'm not so worried about. Look, as you can see, thus far till today, the only side that don't want to work with Turkey is the PBC side. I don't think we've seen a single PBC fight on actually. Deontay, he wasn't PBC at the time, I guess. So
free agent.
Huh?
Yeah, he was a free agent.
Yeah, free agent. But yeah, but just in general, a PBC fighter signed to Al Haymon is not going to be with Turkey at the moment, clearly. So, but everyone else, free agents or Golden Boy or Bob or whatever, they're all going to work with Turkey. So, yeah, man. His Excellency can hopefully pull some strings and get these men into it. I mean, I was thinking about back in the day, Flowz, we had the Super Series, them tournaments there. How amazing that would be for 135 and the 140 division. That would be the dream for me personally. But yeah, those are tough and expensive to make. But if there's anyone that can do it, it's His Excellency. So yeah, we'll see. But Floyd, definitely not ready. Yeah, Flowz, that video of a dad unprovoked saying that story was crazy, man. I'm just deeping it. Like, he said, like, Floyd was just chilling. He said, he looked at him, he said, I know you don't want me to say it, but he hit him so hard of a body shot, he doodled himself. And he was, I said, and the Floyd was just there. Junior was just smiling. I said, nah, Floyd Senior is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, Floyd Senior might be the funniest boxing dad in boxing right now. Every clip I see of him, he's moving mad. He's moving. And his son don't really talk too tough.
At all. Yeah. In true boxing dad tradition, Floyd Senior is the same mold as all of them. Floyd. It's the same mold. It's the same mold. We've said it before.
Yeah.
The boxing dads are the best. Oh man, but yeah, big up to the Schofields. Keep doing what you're doing. Still a lot to work on. But yeah, also worth mentioning, Floyd, before we go on to this upcoming week, on that undercard as well, we have to mention it. Gabby Fundora, she's become now boxing's youngest undisputed champion ever. She, won. She beat her opponent in the seventh round to fully unify the flyweight division. We spoke about Gabby Fundora, how amazing she is, Flowz, and she's gonna be undefeated for a long time. She's cold. So her unifying and become undisputed is no surprise at all. She's that good. She's that far ahead of her opponents. So big her up. Very, very cold. The Fundoras have had a good year. They've had a very good year, both of them.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
A Merry Christmas for them in that household.
For real, man. Great year they think the Fundoras have had still.
Shout out to Gabby. She's done her thing.
Yeah, man. She's cold.
Well deserved.
Yeah. I think that's it for the roundup, Flows. Let's talk about what we've got this upcoming week, because our favorite fighter is back in action. Giron Boots Ennis is back. We always look forward to a Boots fight week, Flows. I did my usual checking the Boots Twitter page the other day, Flows. Good to see the usual stuff there. Rounds in the bag. 15 rounds of sparring today. Feel sharp. 20 miles done or something. Good word today at church. So that's why I know it's a good camp for Boots.
The usual.
The usual.
Inspired.
Oh, I can't wait for my knockout. Devil emoji or whatever. He loves that. He loves that. He loves predicting his knockouts. He's fighting an opponent, Flows, that he's fought before in Aaron. Let me make sure I get his name right. Let me actually read it properly.
Chukhadzhian.
Yeah, I don't know. I struggle with the name, but
yeah.
Karen Chukhadzhian. Yeah. I think Karen Chukhadzhian. He's defending his in Philly again, defending his IBF title. He fought this guy way back in when was it, Flows? I think it was last year, actually.
It wasn't too long ago,
Yeah, it was last year. I think July last year. And Boots won, but if you remember, and listeners, if you remember, this was a fight where Boots didn't have his best performance, but that was because of the fact that he was really eager for the knockout, and Chukhadzhian was quite negative. Well, very negative, let's put it that way. He wasn't really looking to engage. He was more looking to survive. Boots won every round comfortably. This is the one where I've also I can't remember if this is the one where he was talking to Spence at ringside or not. But yeah, regardless, this wasn't his best performance, but that's because the opponent wasn't really coming to play ball. And that was back then for the IBF interim welterweight title. Obviously now Boots has the full title. And I think this Chukhadzhian, since that loss, has been on a bit of a winning streak and got himself to a mandatory position to have his rematch. Flows, Boots is going to come out and smoke for this one. He was livid when he wasn't able to knock him out. I remember his reaction. He was pissed. So I know this time he's going to look to try and stop this guy. This Chukhadzhian guy, Flows, he ain't got nothing to upset Boots. I'll be so real. Not to write him off, but there's tools aren't there to stop Boots. Like Boots would have to have an almighty stinker for him to lose this fight. I'll be so real. So yeah, man.
This fight the last fight was interesting because we saw Boots maybe get hit a bit more than we often see because he was chasing that knockout.
Yep.
He was a bit
last
more
fight
open.
Was Avanesian. No, it's Avanesian. Villa was the one before that.
Oh really? So yeah.
Remember,
right.
he killed Avanesian.
Yeah, killed Avanesian. I think he handled Romain Villa too quite comfortably. It was this.
No, so this fight, Chukhadzhian was the one where he was chasing it.
Yeah,
but I don't even remember Chukhadzhian hitting him that much, to be honest, Flows. It was just negative.
It went often, but
okay, yeah.
You know where he's chasing him and he's just hunting. He's hunting, so he's a bit more
loaded up on the big shots.
Yeah, he was loaded up on big shots, so he maybe missed and get caught, but he won't really feel it. It was shots he could walk through.
This guy's hasn't got much power.
Yeah,
from what I could see, from what I remember. Yeah,
it was shots that he was walking through, so it was almost like this is a bit sloppier than what we've seen from Boots is what. But he won the fight. I think he had a bit of criticism from that performance because obviously he's knocked out some of the people don't know. He's not knocked out some of the people don't know. So I think there's maybe a tad bit of pressure to certainly stop this guy. You can't go another 12 rounds with him. It's basically what they're saying.
Yeah. I mean, if you remember as well, Flowz, Boots was coming off before he got to that guy, he was coming off a crazy knockout streak. Remember, he nipped Lipinette, stopped him in 6. Loam stopped him in the first round. That Custio Clayton guy stopped him in the second round. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he did get criticism. But yeah, Flowz, I agree with you. I think, don't forget, this is in Philly, in front of his hometown fans.
Yeah.
It's got to be a knockout. I'll be so real. It's got to be. And I think he knows that. He's going to be gunning for that like crazy.
But at the same time, it was because this Karen guy was so negative, was moving, was making it difficult. So the knockout's not guaranteed, but he shouldn't go hunting it. I think that was his issue last time.
Yeah.
If this guy's going to run, then you're going to have to box. But
set traps.
At the same time, home crowd, so he's got to have to deliver. There is some pressure. It's almost like it's a difficult one to deliver on. You need the right dance partner sometimes. So, yeah, we'll see.
And to be honest, Flowz, I don't foresee this Karen guy being any different from when he was last year. So what would I like to see from Boots purely? Cut off the ring better. If this guy's probably like, but you're going to be in our front foot, this guy's going to be in the back foot. Cut off the ring better. Show that you can cut off the ring. Show that side to your game. Set traps and not, as you said, Flowz, not be so enamored with finding that knockout. It will come if you set up correctly. So don't forget your jab. Don't forget the fundamentals. Don't be just throwing that big shot. Look to set the right traps in order to soften this guy up for the knockout, as opposed to just headhunting it and going crazy for it. Because, that will lead to a bad performance in front of your home crowd. That's it, really.
It's crazy. He won every round with all 3 judges down there, and people was trying to get onto it. The knockout. It's crazy.
They called him a hype job.
It's crazy. So, look, sometimes you just got to ignore the crowd and just go out there and win. It's a bit of an annoying fight to take, a mandatory of someone you beat clearly. But hopefully you can get him out of there early and go home early. There's nothing to prove, really.
Obviously, this is a mandatory, so this would open them up to obviously any sort of unifications. I haven't checked the welterweight division in a while. Who else? Who are the other champions again? Stanley Onis has got 1. Barrios has got 1. And Brian Norman Jr. has got 1. Okay.
He was meant to fight Brian Norman Jr.
Norman Jr. is not bad. He's good, actually. He's actually quite good.
That was the fight they tried to make it, but Norman Jr. was asking for something crazy.
Right.
Like $2 million or something crazy.
Well, slow down.
It was something crazy that was unrealistic. And obviously, imagine like you don't want to fight, that means. So hopefully they can make that happen. But there's a good.
That'd be a nice unification. Yeah. Barrios, I'm not too sure who. Barrios is PBC, right? I think. Stanios is also PBC. I'm not actually too sure who Norman Jr. is with, though. I think he actually might be top rank.
Barrios, he should be able to beat.
I mean, for me, Boots is the best in the division, comfortably. Flowz, I think he beats all of them if he wants to go through it. But I don't even think Boots will go down the disputed route. Flowz.
Where the hell is Furman? Is he retired yet?
I said Keith. Why are you asking for Keith? He's at 154.
Oh yeah, I forgot. No, he fought Barrios last. He beat Barrios, remember?
But he beat Barrios. It was a great performance. But don't forget, he was due to fight Tim Tszyu at 154.
Oh yeah.
He got injured. Keith, Flowz, you know the story of Keith. Always injured.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Yeah,
so, they only call him like sometime from or what? You don't even call him one time. Keith sometime further. Unfortunately, Keith's look. I love Keith in his prime, but his injury record is atrocious, man. It's
terrible.
Always in big fights as well, he'll get injured. It's crazy.
Terrible. Anyway,
but Keith is no longer welterweight, bro. He's at 154 officially now.
You might as well retire.
he's trying to get one last payday in it, like, and then before he retires. So yeah, yeah, that's it. Obviously, we know Conor Benn's there, Flowz. As also another potential Boots opponent. But the welterweight division is kind of, at one point it was a glamour division. It's kind of dried right now. Obviously, with Spence, when you have two amazing guys in Spence and Crawford leaving at the same time, it's obviously going to be a little period where you're going to need a new star. And we do think Boots is the star. It'd be nice for him to get another co-star as well, or another star there as well. Because don't forget, Flowz, Virgil Ortiz also moved up to 154.
Yeah.
One day we was hoping to see Boots and Virgil together. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Boots cares about becoming undisputed, Flowz. He might unify once or twice, but he himself knows the big fishes and the big names are up at 154.
He might move up after this. He might just move up straight after this.
Massive, he's huge at the weight. We've said it before. He's big at the weight. So, yeah, I don't see him sticking. There's no point. Don't stick around for too long. Don't kill yourself till you make him 147. One or two more fights, maybe. There isn't really another huge name out there for you at 147. Boom. Go and chase Spence. Go and chase Crawford. Go and chase Virgil Ortiz. Go and chase Charlo at 154. He's tailor-made for that division too. So, yeah. Cool, Flowz. I think that's it. No, wait.
Keyshawn Davis, remember?
Yes, thank you, Keyshawn. Thank you. Yes, Keyshawn Davis.
Back in action.
Back in action against Gustavo Lemos. Good fight, Flowz. We've seen Lemos before against Lee Selby. We saw him fight Richardson Hitchens. Close fight as well. This is a good step-up test for Keyshawn. For them, he's saying, he's been, don't do too much talking, just don't stink. Have a good performance. That's all you want to see from Keyshawn, right?
Yep. Obviously, Floyd Schofield, he's one of his nemesis. He just fought.
He's got many nemesis.
Yeah, he's at it with everyone. So it's on him to stay focused and do what he's got to do. I'll be tuning in to see any pre-fight interviews or fight week interviews with Keyshawn. I know we'll be talking smoky. But yeah, he's got to go out there and impress. It's a tough opponent. I'm liking that he's been active and he's stepping up in competition. So keep doing what you're doing, Keyshawn, and deliver.
Also worth mentioning, Flowz, it's a homecoming fight for him. So this is in Norfolk. So his first fight at home. So obviously, I know it's going to be a big. I'm pretty sure his brother's on the undercard as well. So
both of them or just one of them?
I think it might be three. I think three of them might be on the card. Three of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm expecting him to try and put out a real good showing, Flowz. Yeah. No, I hope he does his thing. Actually, I'm preying now. Yeah, I can see Kelvin Davis on the undercard. Oh, Dylan Mason's on the undercard as well. That'd be interesting.
Always active. Can't stop.
I'm screaming for this one. This is fight number what for this year? 1, 2,
Dylan the rest.
Fight. This is fight number 5 this year, Flowz.
Love it, man.
Animal. Yeah, Dylan Mason's on the card. That's nice. Interesting because that's actually a potential Keyshawn opponent. Let's be real. Dylan's fought more times than Keyshawn. Yeah, he's fought more with him. So, okay, no, I think it's only one of the Davis's brothers. No, actually, no, you're right. No, the younger one is making his debut, and then the other one, he's had about 13 fights, is also fighting. So yeah, all 3 of them are going to be on. So that should be a good. That should be a good card, man. Sick. Good card. That's sick. Hopefully, all 3 brothers get the win. That'd be sick. So yeah, Keyshawn Davis. We look forward to seeing that. Like I said, go and do the job. And apparently, Subriel Matias is fighting in Puerto Rico. Me and Flowz tried to get more information on this, but we can't. But he's supposedly fighting in Puerto Rico, and it's not on Matchroom. So I don't know for that one. But yeah, man, Flowz heating up towards the end of the year.
We even forgot to mention, bro. What's it called? We have Bam Rodriguez on the undercard.
Oh yes, that Boots undercard is actually really good. So yeah, stacked undercard. You've got Bam Rodriguez defending against Pedro Guevara. We've also got Ray Ford making his return. I think he's moved up to super featherweight now. So he's making his return after that tough loss against Nick Ball. Amma Williams is also fighting as well, also trying to rebuild after that, that crushing defeat against Hamza Shiraz. So yeah, man, really good card for that Matchroom fight there. So yeah, Philly stand up.
Yeah. When's Andy Cruz out? Because he seems like he's been quite That's another one that
he's fought a couple of times this year, though, hasn't he, Andy Cruz?
Yeah. Who's he with though? Who's he? Matchroom. He's been matchroom.
Yeah.
Andy Cruz.
Yeah.
I just feel like I ain't seen him in a while.
His last fight was, he fought. Oh no, he last fought in August. He's only fought twice this year, actually. First,
he's getting
stop
moving like a Dilla.
Yeah,
we kind of want to put him in the mix. And while he's obviously mad experienced, Smolsky shown a number of times in the amateurs.
Yeah,
so we want to see that at the pros at some point.
Yeah, his last fight was in August. I'm sure. Hopefully, they can get him out there before the end of the year again. That'd be nice. But yeah, shout out to Andy Cruz. All right then, Flowz. I think we can leave it there then. This has been episode 120 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, I'll be your boy Kam.
I'm the boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know to find us on the streaming platforms. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.